Mu Feng voiced his concern. With such terrifying energy from these two, won't others notice them here in Falling Spirit Mountain? Mu Yingying responded softly, no, Xiaoyan's formation is already in place. Outsiders can't see what's happening inside. Ling Xuan glanced at the situation and remarked, I can't tell who will win. Feng Ling is adept at wielding life force, while Xiaoyan barely has any in his body. Don't underestimate Xiaoyan. Even your second senior brother from the Earth Hall would struggle against him. Mu Yingying replied with a quiet but inexplicable confidence. Boy, you still have time to surrender, Feng Ling shouted arrogantly from above. The black and white disc in his hand emitted a wave of deathly energy, as if a single strike could bring death. Xiaoyan wasn't one to back down. I think it's you who should consider surrendering, he retorted firmly. Though Feng Ling's strength surprised him, Xiaoyan knew that even without life force, dealing with Feng Ling would be manageable. What caught him off guard was Feng Ling's precise control over life force, something Xiaoyan hadn't anticipated. Arrogant brat. I'll show you the true power of life force. Prepare to die. Feng Ling sneered, casting a dismissive glance at Xiaoyan. However, as he noticed the terrifying energy radiating from Xiaoyan's massive ruler, he showed no fear, relying on his 7th-rank life force-infused black and white disc. Life force, turn the cosmos. Feng Ling roared, launching the black and white disc toward Xiaoyan's position. Swish, swish. The disc tore through the collapsing space, its overwhelming aura of destruction speeding toward Xiaoyan. Good timing. Xiaoyan smirked. Raising the ancient ruler of heavenly flames high, he channeled his strength and bellowed, second strike of the 7-fold heaven-shattering ruler. Wave stacking 1,000 rulers. With a fierce shout, the ancient ruler of heavenly flames in Xiaoyan's hand trembled unnervingly, as flames surged from within him, spreading across the formation. In the next instant, just as Feng Ling's black and white disc reached Xiaoyan, the ruler in Xiaoyan's hand suddenly expanded into thousands of massive, identical rulers. Each phantom ruler exuded an aura as real as the original. Slash. Xiaoyan grinned, confident in the tremendous power of the 7-fold heaven-shattering ruler, especially in his late 6-star Do-D state. As Xiaoyan finished speaking, waves of flame surged around the thousands of rulers, crashing relentlessly toward the black and white disc. Boom, boom, boom. The terrifying energy exploded within the formation. Damn it! Feng Ling spat blood, fury boiling inside him. Xiaoyan was nothing but a scoundrel in his eyes. His black and white disc, forged from his 7th-rank life force, was supposed to be unstoppable. Yet under Xiaoyan's relentless flame ruler assault, its power was rapidly waning, while Xiaoyan's flame rulers only grew stronger. Panic struck Feng Ling. This was his strongest attack. If even this couldn't defeat Xiaoyan, escaping today might be impossible. This guy's 7th-rank life force is no joke, Xiaoyan thought, gripping his ancient ruler of heavenly flames tightly. Even after using the second strike of the 7-fold heaven-shattering ruler, he struggled against Feng Ling's disc. Though his thousands of flame rulers were weakening the disc's power, Xiaoyan felt the ruler in his hand quivering. The source of this tremor was none other than Feng Ling's black and white disc. Life force really is troublesome. Seems like with my current strength, I can attempt the 4th strike of the 7-fold heaven-shattering ruler. But to handle Feng Ling's attack, the 3rd strike will suffice. Xiaoyan's eyes narrowed with focus. Although he had mastered the first 3 strikes of the 7-fold heaven-shattering ruler, Xiaoyan wasn't entirely confident in the 3rd strike's effectiveness. The difficulty of each strike increased exponentially, and even the 3rd had been a challenge for him. The later strikes would be even more arduous. Calm mind, steady heart. Enlightening ruler technique? Xiaoyan repeatedly whispered to himself. Closing his eyes slightly, he stood still, with the ancient ruler of heavenly flames upright before him. The disappearing flame rulers under the relentless force of Feng Ling's disc didn't concern him in the least. What's Xiaoyan doing? Trying to gain enlightenment in the middle of a battle is a huge mistake. Surely Xiaoyan wouldn't make such a rookie error, Mu Feng noted, puzzled by Xiaoyan's behavior. If things go south, we intervene, Mu Yingying said softly, a trace of worry flickering in her eyes. It seems Mu Yingying and Xiao Yin have some kind of history, Lu Di remarked with a faint smile. Since when did Feng Ling become this terrifying? Ling Xuan muttered absent-mindedly. From her memory, neither Feng Ling nor the unconscious Su Zhu had shown the potential to step into mid-6-star Do Di so easily. They hadn't even faced the Do Di tribulation. How had their power increased so drastically? Kid, just give up? Feng Ling, noticing Xiao Yan's meditative state, assumed Xiao Yan had abandoned resistance and sneered. Go! Feng Ling's expression darkened as he pushed the black and white disc toward Xiao Yan with even greater force. It's over for you, boy. Remember, in your next life, don't mess with people you shouldn't. Feng Ling looked at Xiao Yan with disdain, as if he were nothing more than an ant. In midair, the fiery ruler that had been blocking the black and white disc was completely obliterated. Feng Ling let out a wicked laugh and fiercely hurled himself towards the scorched Xiao Yan on the ground. He didn't need to think twice. Feng Ling knew Xiao Yan's time was up. A shadow? Just as the final remnants of power from the black and white disc slammed into Xiao Yan, his figure flickered and turned illusory, followed by a terrifying explosion. Feng Ling, I'll return your words to you, unaltered. Xiao Yan's familiar voice rang out from within the formation. In the next moment, the high and mighty Feng Ling suddenly felt an unstoppable, overwhelming force crush down on him. Like a falling meteor, he traced a graceful arc through the sky before crashing to the ground. Above him, Xiao Yan, holding a flaming heavy ruler, smiled slowly. At this moment, the aura radiating from the man wielding the flaming ruler was unmistakably one of awe-inspiring might. Don't play dead. I know you're not. Xiao Yan slowly stowed the ancient ruler of heavenly flames and approached Feng Ling, who was lying on the ground. Feng Ling's body was covered in burns, clear evidence of the fiery energy contained in Xiao Yan's previous strike. Even Feng Ling couldn't withstand it. Want another hit with the ruler? Xiao Yan frowned when he saw Feng Ling pretending to be dead and shouted, Cough, cough. Feng Ling, hearing this, immediately shot up from the ground, coughing violently. His injuries were severe. Little brother, I really don't know what secret lies within this wooden token. As far as I know, it's of no use at all. Feng Ling groveled, his tone full of submission. What could he do? Feng Ling never expected Xiao Yan's strength to be at the late 6-star Do Di stage. Even without the presence of life force, Xiao Yan's power was enough to crush him. Seems you still haven't learned your lesson, Xiao Yan said, moving his hands toward his back as if to draw out the ancient ruler of heavenly flames again. All right, I surrender. Feng Ling hastily handed over the wooden token without further hesitation. Ling Xian, come take a look at this. I don't recognize it, Xiao Yan called out, wary that Feng Ling might still be up to something. This token is indeed genuine. Ling Xian confirmed after examining it. What's it for? Xiao Yan asked, but none of the other 4 members of the Rainbow Squad could offer an answer. Even AI Lin seemed deep in thought, uncertain of what it was. I vaguely remember my father mentioning that this token might be some kind of key, Ling Xian recalled. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I'm an alchemist, and I could just use my soul power to dig into your brain and find out. Though, I can't guarantee you won't end up a mindless fool afterward. Xiao Yan's voice turned cold as he threatened Feng Ling. So, Feng Ling, are you going to talk? Or do I have to force it out of you? Xiao Yan had no patience for more games. He had plenty of ways to solve this mystery. I'll talk. Fear flashed across Feng Ling's face. He had heard of alchemists using soul power to probe people's memories, and he didn't want to risk it. Speak then. Xiao Yan, relieved he didn't have to exert his soul power, prompted. Our team from the Incense Pavilion, we're competing in a group of 5, and there are 3 levels. Ours is the most difficult, but it also has the greatest rewards. There are 10 teams in total that entered the Falling Spirit Mountain, but in the end, only 1 team will emerge victorious, Feng Ling explained, casting a glance at Xiao Yan. What's your team's mission? Xiao Yan asked, sensing something off. Defeat the 5-element beast, Feng Ling replied flatly. What? Mu Feng, and the others exclaimed in shock. It's true. Xiaoyan, after a moment of contemplation, confirmed. He was confident that the red nightmare scroll and the wooden token in his possession were beyond anyone's detection. Given this, Feng Ling's words were likely true. By the looks on your faces, I must be right, no? Feng Ling probed. Keep talking, Xiaoyan ordered. This isn't so much a competition as it is a game, Feng Ling continued. The 5-element beast is the biggest prize in this game. What does that have to do with the wooden token? Mu Feng asked, still puzzled. Very few know the truth about this token. I spent a fortune to learn about it. Had I not been defeated by you, you'd have been eliminated without even knowing. Feng Ling sneered. The falling spirit mountain is vast, stretching thousands of miles, and due to its ancient origins, many death beasts have emerged, terrifyingly powerful. Wherever there is life, there is a ruler. And one of the 3 overlords of the falling spirit mountain is the 5-element beast. The 5-element beast is a treasure in itself. Its body is a rare refining material, and its blood and magic core are equally valuable. Of course, Feng Ling responded. Everything we obtain in Falling Spirit Mountain is considered personal property. The sect won't reclaim any of it. However, this place is extremely dangerous. Don't underestimate the 5-element beast. Getting into its territory and defeating it is no easy task. Only by gathering 3 of these wooden tokens can you break through the spatial seal surrounding it. The 5-element beast resides on one of the 3 great peaks of Falling Spirit Mountain. That place is filled with the remnants of countless fallen experts, forming a unique space. There's no energy fluctuation from this token. All right, you can go now, Xiaoyan said after finishing his questioning. It's probably true, but it feels like he's hiding something, Xiaoyan replied slowly. Let's go. Xiaoyan, just wait. However, as they moved forward, they realized just how vast Falling Spirit Mountain truly was. Without the token, the Rainbow Squad had lost their chance to enter the 5-element beast's domain. Yet, despite losing the token, the Rainbow Squad refused to give up. The further we go, the stronger the suppressive force becomes. If this keeps up, by the time we face the 5-element beast, we'll have to contend with this pressure while battling it. The Heaven-Eyed Giant Beast ranks 3rd. Its body is covered in countless eyes, and it's said that any team that encounters it falls unconscious. The 5-element beast ranks 2nd. It's difficult to deal with, and our current mission is focused on it. According to Feng Ling, you need a key to enter the 5-element beast territory, Xiaoyan mused. That's right. We need to gather 3 tokens to enter the 5-element beast domain. You all should rest for a bit. No need. You've already reached the early stage of 6-star Do D. You all stay here. Looking for a fight? Mu Yingying asked, casually playing with a piece of dried wood in her hand as she glanced at Ling Xian. Don't think I'm afraid of you. And besides, I am the Hall Master's daughter. If you dare lay a finger on me, when I get back, I'll... Ling Xian retorted coyly, not even finishing her threat. Before she could continue, Mu Yingying moved swiftly, appearing right beside Ling Xian in an instant. A sliver of azure flame gently circled her hand, pressing directly against Ling Xian's throat. Gulp. Ling Xian's heart skipped a beat, sweat pouring from her brow, as fear surged through her at the sight of the azure flame. I don't care who you think you are, but if you ruin our mission, I won't hold back. Mu Yingying murmured softly before withdrawing her hand and returning to her spot. Stop, you two. Come on, ladies, don't fight. If Xiaoyan comes back and sees this, he'll kill me for sure. Mu Feng lamented from the side, distressed at his predicament of having to deal with these 2 formidable women. Shut up. Ling Xian and Mu Yingying snapped in unison, restoring silence among the 4. Heart Rock, did you discover something? Nearby, Xiaoyan had just left the group and posed the question to Heart Rock within him. This space is quite special. I believe it's perfect for you to cultivate the power of the Fireheart Heavenly Rock, Heart Rock replied with a slow smile. Xiaoyan sighed, a bit exasperated. Is that all you've got? Let's get serious. Heart Rock's tone turned solemn. Do you know the history of Falling Spirit Mountain? Isn't it the place where mystic three heavens powerful figures fell? Their residual power transformed into death beasts after their fall, creating what we now know as Falling Spirit Mountain, Xiaoyan responded, unsure why Heart Rock was bringing this up. That girl wasn't wrong, but she knows very little. Falling Spirit Mountain is indeed where powerful figures from battles with the Ghost Realm perished. It's still perilous here, Heart Rock continued heavily. I even sensed some movement from the Ghost Realm here not long ago. Ghost Realm? What would they want here? Xiaoyan pondered. I can't say, but I'm certain their strength surpasses yours significantly. I heard you previously defeated the twin Ghost Emperors. I don't know how you managed it, but the heart of the Ghost Emperor is said to be indestructible. The Ghost Realm might be here because of you, Heart Rock speculated. Xiaoyan's brow furrowed. Heart of the Ghost Emperor? He remembered the twin Ghost Emperors in his group falling, but details of the heart escaped him, knowing only that it wasn't taken by the Nine Souls Monument group. So be cautious. With the involvement of the Ghost Realm, peace here is unlikely, Heart Rock advised as Xiaoyan noticed white smoke slowly enshrouding him. This white smoke instantly obscured his vision, and surprisingly, Xiaoyan felt his do qi slightly stiffen. Someone's here, Xiaoyan thought, gripping the ancient ruler of heavenly flames tightly. Flames encircled him as he remained vigilant, scanning the surroundings. Before him stood a fox with an exquisite coat of fur. Swift Phantom Spirit Fox? Heart Rock's voice echoed within Xiaoyan. Swift Phantom Spirit Fox? The name shocked Xiaoyan. He'd never even heard of this death beast. Heart Rock explained, a distinct species from regular foxes, known for their incredible speed and power rather than allure. They hunt low-level magical beasts, enhancing their power through consumption. This won't be easy, Xiaoyan judged, feeling an immense sense of danger emanating from the swift phantom spirit fox before him. Damn creature, Xiaoyan muttered as his doqi slowed within the mysterious white smoke surrounding him. The swift phantom spirit fox, not one to be trifled with, released its unique, alluring smoke to engulf Xiaoyan, drastically weakening his power. Recognizing Xiaoyan's resilience despite the smoke, the swift phantom spirit fox accelerated, maneuvering effortlessly within its cloud. Boom, boom, boom. Xiaoyan, trying to muster his doqi to defend, found himself under attack as the swift phantom spirit fox lunged with its sharp claws aimed for his head, a potentially lethal strike. Arg! Xiaoyan shouted as he struggled to redirect his doqi. He raised the ancient ruler of heavenly flames to his chest, blocking the vicious swipe just in time. Not good. I must leave this place. The swift phantom spirit fox's strength is comparable to that of a late 6-star do D. And who knows, this mysterious smoke might attract other teams. Xiaoyan steadied the doqi within him, but quickly realized that as long as he remained within the smoke, he could barely summon any doqi at all. Human, surrender now. You won't escape alive from my smoke formation. The swift phantom spirit fox, realizing its initial attack had failed, began to move swiftly again, its sinister laughter echoing through the smoke. Cheap tricks, Xiaoyan muttered coldly, though his mind was racing. Grand heavenly creation palm. In the next instant, Xiaoyan, relying on his sharp soul senses, unleashed a powerful do skill of the heaven class. Yet, as the grand heavenly creation palm struck, Xiaoyan immediately noticed that the once overwhelming attack had suddenly become feeble and weak. Stop wasting your strength. It's better you let me consume you obediently. Tasty prey, the swift phantom spirit fox whispered slowly. Then, a part of the space within the smoke trembled, and a massive claw, radiating terrifying power, came crashing down from above. Cough, cough. Xiaoyan reacted swiftly, blocking the attack with his ancient ruler of heavenly flames. But this time, he was forced back more than 10 steps, even feeling a heavy pressure weighing on his chest. No good. My doqi seems to be temporarily sealed. I can't fight this head-on, Xiaoyan murmured, now aware of how formidable this smoke formation was. Although the swift phantom spirit fox's speed and strength are terrifying, its weakness lies in its vulnerability to soul power. Or you could rely on the power of your sacred flame, Heart Rock chimed in. Come forth, Xiaoyan whispered. Ensuring no one was around, he swiftly activated his flame mantra, drawing forth the fire-heart heavenly rock. Boom! The moment the earth-toned sacred flame appeared, the thick white smoke began to thin out slightly. This flame, how can it be so terrifying? The swift phantom spirit fox, lurking in the smoke, waited for Xiaoyan's defenses to weaken, launching a deadly strike aimed at killing him. The ferocity of its attacks pushed Xiaoyan back continuously. However, as soon as the earth-colored sacred flame emerged from within him, Xiaoyan's aura changed noticeably. Stone-shattering hand. Xiaoyan extended his hands, grasping the sacred flame and letting it coil around his fists. In the next moment, he roared, and from beneath the ground, a massive hand, several tens of meters wide, erupted forth, surging toward the swift phantom spirit fox. The fox attempted to flee, but under the immense power of the Fireheart heavenly rock, it seemed insignificant. Ultimately, it could not escape Xiaoyan's attack. The stone-shattering hand was a dose skill Xiaoyan had sensed from the Fireheart heavenly rock, its power approaching that of an immortal class dose skill. As for Heaven's stone-shattering burial, that was the origin power of the sacred flame itself, something Xiaoyan wouldn't use unless absolutely necessary, as it required immense strength and could bring many complications if mishandled. Drip. A noticeable burn mark appeared on the swift phantom spirit fox's body, and through it, one could vaguely see the damage inflicted by Xiaoyan's recent attack. Blood dripped slowly to the ground. The swift phantom spirit fox let out strange sounds, and Xiaoyan knew immediately that the beast was furious. This death beast is far more cunning than the magical beasts outside, Xiaoyan remarked with a faint smile. The earth-colored sacred flame in his palm exuded a powerful, destructive aura. Savage death claw. Unable to contain its rage any longer, the swift phantom spirit fox, a powerful death beast from falling Spirit Mountain, roared furiously. Soul. Heavenly wrath. Xiaoyan, sensing that the intensity of this attack was on par with an immortal class dose skill, took a deep breath and unleashed a massive surge of soul power. Boom. The two forces clashed violently, but in the next instant, the swift phantom spirit fox's pupils shrank in shock. Soul battle technique? Impossible. But before the fox could react, Xiaoyan's overwhelming soul power destroyed it completely, leaving no trace of its will intact. Is it dead? Xiaoyan slowly retracted the ancient ruler of heavenly flames, noticing that the eerie smoke was dissipating. His soul senses confirmed that his attack had indeed struck the swift phantom spirit fox. Its gaze turned vacant, as if its soul had been shattered. With a dull thud, the swift phantom spirit fox collapsed to the ground. Seems this swift phantom spirit fox wasn't as powerful as the rumors suggested, Heart Rock commented within Xiaoyan, downplaying the creature's strength. Let's take a look. As the smoke cleared, Xiaoyan's Doqi returned, and he walked toward the fallen swift phantom spirit fox. As Xiaoyan approached, he noticed how soft and smooth its fur was, seemingly imbued with a peculiar magic. Die. Human. Just as Xiaoyan was within 3 meters of the fox, the seemingly lifeless creature suddenly sprang to life. A brilliant surge of power exploded forth, aiming straight for Xiaoyan. Himph! With the white smoke gone, Xiaoyan's Doqi had fully recovered. It's over. Xiaoyan's ancient ruler of heavenly flames slashed down heavily, killing the swift phantom spirit fox in an instant. Yet even in death, the swift phantom spirit fox couldn't understand how this human could possess such overwhelming power. What the swift phantom spirit fox didn't know was that Xiaoyan not only had soul power protecting him, but the sacred flame within him was gradually transforming his body. No matter how strong the fox was, it couldn't inflict any harm on Xiaoyan. Such a meticulous kid, Heart Rock remarked with a slow smile. Xiaoyan had long sensed the swift phantom spirit fox's plot using his soul power. He had walked into the trap deliberately, knowing the fox intended to land a fatal blow. Where's the magic core? Xiaoyan, noticing the swift phantom spirit fox was completely dead, slowly approached. To his surprise, there wasn't a drop of blood or even a trace of the magic core inside the fox's body. Wait, that can't be right. The fox was bleeding earlier. Why is there no trace of blood now? And no magic core either? Xiaoyan suddenly exclaimed in shock. This situation clearly didn't make sense. As far as he knew, even in this unique space, the death beasts, formed from the fallen experts, should still carry magic cores. Why was this different? Don't rush. Check its brain's core, Heart Rock suggested calmly. Empty. Xiaoyan used the ancient ruler to cut through the fox's brain, only to find nothing where the magic core should have been. What's going on? Heart Rock pondered, clearly puzzled by the situation. I feel like the magic core was taken by someone. Xiaoyan's eyes locked onto the empty brain core, his voice full of suspicion. Taken? Heart Rock was impressed by Xiaoyan's bold guess. I had a feeling something was off with this fox from the start, like something was missing. Now I can confirm. It lacked a magic core, Xiaoyan stated firmly. Though I don't know why, my instincts tell me this missing magic core has something to do with Falling Spirit Mountain, Xiaoyan said, his gaze shifting toward the three towering mountain ranges on the plain of Falling Spirit Mountain. Let's hunt a few more death beasts here. If they're the same as the swift phantom spirit fox, then my theory might just be correct. Xiaoyan murmured to himself. With a flicker of dazzling flame at his fingertips, he incinerated the lifeless body of the fox. Since there was no blood or magic core left, there was no point in keeping it around. One more thing. If this fox didn't have any blood, then the blood from our fight. Was it all an illusion? Xiaoyan muttered as he strapped the ancient ruler onto his back and walked toward the distance. Meanwhile, at another location where Mu Yingying and her companions were resting, someone's coming. Mu Yingying, with her eyes closed, was the first to speak. What's the big deal? Ling Xian, standing nearby, rolled her eyes. Be careful. This group feels dangerous. Mu Yingying's voice grew tense, revealing a hint of concern. Ugh, just our luck? This team battle trial. Why did we end up in Falling Spirit Mountain of all places? Not to mention, the three kings of Falling Spirit Mountain aren't to be trifled with, and now we're supposed to fight the five-element beast? A man in blue attire complained, his tone laced with frustration. The five-element beast is no joke. Without a mastery of all five elements, facing it head-on is nearly impossible. I really don't understand why the Hall Master sent us here, he grumbled. Enough, Xiaoyang. Stop complaining. We've already secured 2 wooden tokens. One more, and we'll qualify for entry. Then we'll see which of the remaining 2 teams will be up against. The leader of the group, a commanding presence, spoke confidently. You're always the smart one, Captain, Xiaoyang chuckled, making his way past the hidden thicket where Mu Yingying and her companions were concealed. As Xiaoyang approached, a teammate named Abu coughed awkwardly and signaled to their captain, though it wasn't clear what he was trying to communicate. Let's move. We should find a secure spot and let the other teams fight it out first, the captain said, speeding off, disappearing from the area. Xiaoyang glanced back at his captain, then at the oddly shaped thicket nearby, his eyes flashing with suspicion. However, he quickly left without investigating further. That group? Something's off, Mu Yingying whispered. Though they had left, she still felt uneasy. One of the men in that group had strength that surpassed even Xiaoyan. If his power exceeded Xiaoyan's, who was already at the late 6-star Do D level, then the captain of that team must be a perfect 6-star Do D. We can't stay here. I think we've been exposed. Let's move, Mu Yingying said as she stood, addressing the others. What about Xiaoyan? Mu Feng asked with concern. If we leave now, Xiaoyan might not be able to find us. Don't worry, I'll leave him a signal. He'll know where to find us. As Mu Yingying spoke, a wisp of pale blue flame flickered from her fingertip and nestled itself into a hidden crevice. Let's go. After completing her task, she wasted no time in moving forward. Why are we running? What a strange woman. Heh. Aren't these the guys who teamed up with the Human Hall and our Earth Hall? A group that had just vanished reappeared, and Xiaoyang slowly smiled. 4 people, with 2 of them at the late 5-star Do D stage, 1 at the early 6-star Do D, and Ling Xian at the mid 6-star Do D, a scout in the group reported quietly. Forget it. I don't think they have the token on them. Let them jump around a bit longer. Since that woman left a message for Xiaoyan, we'll just wait for him here. I'm curious to see who it is that killed the twin ghost emperors.